Today I'm going to be making a roasted pork tenderloin with a blueberry-vodka sauce. I'm going to start with the pork tenderloin. So this is a 1.5 pound size pork tenderloin. I'm going to take a 1.5 tablespoons of stone ground mustard. Basically, it's the mustard that has the whole mustard seeds in it, and I'm just going to brush it. Just brush the whole tenderloin. It's going to give us some more flavor. So basically, you just want to cover it, and then I'm going to turn it over and get some more of that mustard on the other side. This is a very flavorful way to do pork. Just a different, twist on it. We're going to season it with some salt, because we want to make sure we get as much flavor as possible into this pork. So that's the salt, some pepper. I like lots of pepper. Okay, flip it over. Let's salt and pepper the other side. In total, I'm using a teaspoon of salt, about 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. So I got the pork tenderloin seasoned up. I got the mustard on. Now we're going to get this over to a hot pan and get it seared off. So I got about 1 tablespoon of olive oil in this skillet. I let it preheat. So now I'm going to get the tenderloin in. So now I'm going to flip it over. Look at that. Delicious. So the pork tenderloin has some color on both sides. I'm going to take it off the fire and I'm going to put it in the oven. And this oven is 375 degrees. So now I'm going to get started on the blueberry-vodka sauce. We're going to start with 2 cups of fresh blueberries. Just get those into the pot. We're going to take 2 tablespoons of sugar. It's just to enhance the sweetness because blueberries can be a little bit tart. Now for the fun part, 1/2 cup of vodka. Your choice. Pour it in, and 1/2 cup of water. Last but not least, the juice of 1/2 of a lime. Stir all of this up and get it on the stove. Basically, the blueberries are going to break down. That vodka is going to infuse those blueberries. It's going to be a little bit sweet, just slightly from the sugar. It's going to thicken up. It's going to be really good. It's going to be perfect with our pork. This is how the blueberry sauce looks after about 20 minutes. As you can see, the blueberries start to break down and it thickens up real nice. I'm gonna let it keep going for a few more minutes. So the pork tenderloin has been in the oven for about 25 minutes. I'm getting ready to take it out so I can let it rest. So just take it out. Okay. So basically we're gonna take this pork tenderloin out of the hot skillet and get it onto the cutting board. We want this to rest for about 5 minutes before we start carving. If we don't let it rest, it's going to dry out, and we do not want dry pork. This is my blueberry-vodka sauce. I let it cook with no lid so that it could thicken up. Look at it. It's nice and thick, sweet from that little bit of sugar and the natural sweetness of the blueberries. Then we put some vodka in there. And a little bit of water. But you can also do this sauce with tequila or rum, whatever you have on hand. We drank all the tequila up during Mexican night, so. So I got a few pieces of the pork tenderloin on the plate. As you can see, it's got that nice crust on it from that mustard we put on there. So now I'm gonna take some of my blueberry sauce. Now this sauce is so rich and flavorful. I'm just gonna get some of this sauce alongside so that you can take a bite of that with a little bit of the sauce. That's gonna be so good. Then I'm gonna take a little bit of dried parsley for some color. And just get it on top of that pork. And it's so tender, you can cut it with a butter knife. So I'm just gonna dip a little bit in that blueberry sauce. Y'all gotta make roasted pork tenderloin with Blueberry-Vodka Sauce. You'll be glad you did. I gotta take another bite. This Blueberry-Vodka Sauce ain't no joke.